That's good. Okay, here we came to view what is mean by an data science. Okay, and before entering into an data science, let us take a small discussion about what is the pandemic situation, how the pandemic situation made worse scenario to the world. Okay, pandemic situation made world to a very disaster. What is mean by a pandemic actually? The word, the term pandemic, what is mean by? A pandemic is a defined in generally as an epidemic. See, observe here, epidemic. Okay, occurrence across the across worldwide means it is a disaster occurrence across world. Why we require this particular statement? Why we required this particular statement? It need to be discussed at this particular situation. Observe careful. This particular pandemic situation is not faced by men. So this particular situation is not my situation or one person or two person. Across the world, they are facing. Then what they are facing actually? Disaster scenarios, crisis, disaster scenarios, crisis in financial sector. Not one country or two country sectors across the worldwide, they are facing the financial crisis. Whenever we call the financial crisis, whenever we call the financial crisis across the world, all sectors, what are the all sectors we can call? Automobile industry, or some other industry which observe here, sorry, one second. Automobile industry and some industry like an healthcare and insurance sector and educational, and if we go on all the sectors and the e-commerce sectors. One second, we getting any drawing painted here something by how it is getting on. One minute. Is everyone okay? These particular sectors, what are the sectors we are saying here? Automobile industry, healthcare, insurance, education, e-commerce, and the direct vendors or indirect vendors or roadside vendors. Everyone has been affected a lot. And in the same aspect, IT industry also affected lot and lot. Means whenever the IT, any kind of an industry, it is affected, means what they are going to do here, what they are going to do the whenever the IT industry is an affected, means here the financial crisis comes into a picture. Whenever it comes into the picture, they want to cost cut by reducing employees. They want to reduce the employees. Whenever they want to reduce the employees, what are the situations they are going to take into the consideration here? Whenever they want to reduce the employees or something, they want to cost cut, and they want to give an a pink slips for maximum non-technical background. It's not mean that the technical persons are safe. If the technology is old, even the technical stuff people also facing an issue. Technical people also facing an issue in this particular, mainly in this particular pandemic situation. Whenever in this particular situation, observe careful here, lot of disaster came into the picture in IT industry, in IT industry. Okay, now what they want in the IT industry, what kind of technology they want into in the IT industry? Everywhere they want to reduce reduce labor and automate the working procedure procedure. What is the meaning of exact meaning of this particular thing? They want to reduce completely, they want to reduce the labor, and they want to make their production level or any kind of an level, they want to make into an automated. Whenever they want to make it an automated, then it's a situation where the jobs are going to be considered. The jobs are going to be considered into any clear cut that observe here. Jobs are going to be reduced. Jobs are going to be reduced completely. They are going to be reduced. Then what we need to do here? If you observe, then what is an next stage? What is an next stage in IT industry? What is an next stage in IT industry? We need to grab the knowledge. We need to grab the latest 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 knowledge. Okay, we need to grab it. What is the latest technologies or trending across the world? Automated, we are calling automated, or we are calling as an robotics. Robotics will play a very important role in the future. Okay, whenever we call automated or robotics of the industry, they required an intelligence. Okay, we are going to call it as an intelligence. They required an intelligent robo. We are calling an a robos, or generally we are saying that a something like a, we know that the toys of the robo or something like this. Whenever the robo also want to work, whenever the robo also want to work, it required some intelligence. How we are going to give this particular intelligence to the robo is the most important thing. Whenever we come to discuss this particular situation, whenever we come to discuss this particular situation, the situation clearly mentioned that this particular situation clearly mentioned that here, if we observe, where we are in data world. We are in the data world. How this particular situation makes us to the data world? Observe careful. We are discussing about an intelligence. Okay, this particular intelligence with common sense, if we go ahead, if we say that, we can clearly mention that this particular intelligence, we are going to get it from the data. We are going to get it from the clear cut data. We are in the data world. Now if we observe, what is mean by an actually data? What is mean by an actually data is a very important question. And how industry using or playing with the data, and what is the importance of data? Importance of data. Then if we know these two particular questions, we can get what is the intelligence, and a few buzzwords. What are the buzzwords we are going to see? We are seeing across the world right now. If you observe, anyone want to search the particular job with an latest trending technology, they are working with an data science or BI, business intelligence, data analyst, data business analyst. What are these particular buzzwords actually? What is the difference between data science, data analyst, and a statistician, and a BI, business intelligence? What is the difference actually? We need to know what is the clear-cut difference and what are their roles and responsible, and actually where the data science comes into the picture, and what the stuff included in the data science is the most important thing we need to know. And if we know these all things, what about an AI? Where the AI is going to be fitted? Where the AI is going to be fitted? Exactly, whether it is going to be fitted in the data science or business intelligence or data analysis or business analysis or data intelligence. These are the buzz stuff where we are hearing, and what we need to learn actually, what we need to learn, and where the AI is going to be fitted is an a common questions nowadays we are getting in the public. Okay, in the public, just give me a second. I want to make an introduced our data. One of the data scientists is not at a join. Just give me. Okay, that's fine. He may join within 1 to 2 minutes or 15 minutes. Okay, give me a minute. Now, observe here. What is an actually data? What is an data? This is the thing we need to know here. Data is an message, means if you observe very clear cutting, it is an information. This particular information may be in any kind, means it may be in the PDF file or soft copy, hard copy, or any kind of an stuffing. If you observe text document or our contact details, anything, you can say that an information is an a data. Now, these data is an playing very important role. If you observe very clear cutly, data has an a life cycle phases. What are the life cycle phases you have? If you observe generating and capturing, sorting, processing, downstreaming, visualization. These are the life cycle phases of an data. Life cycle phases of an data. Now, where we are going to be utilized this particular life cycle of an data, we are going to see in depth of an in the knowledge. These particular, why we are knowing about an data? Because the buzzword data science, data analysis, data analytics, business intelligence, to know that particular buzzwords, mandatorily we need to know about an data. Now, industries are sustaining, the IT industries are sustaining completely on data. Without data, there is no world. Purely I'm saying, even without the money, the companies can borrow with some of the banks or somewhere investors they can call. But without the data, if there is an organization, means that organization is a failed organization, purely failed organization. We can say that. We can say that it's a purely failed organization. Data is a set of characters, if we go in depth, and can be gathered or translated from some purpose using for analysis. This is a simple statements. We can say that it can be used any character, including text or numbers, pictures, sounds, or videos, anything. And now if you observe data sometime, if we go digitalizedly, if you see here, it looks like this. It looks like this. Now, how many types of data across the world we have? We have three types of data. What are they? Are structured data, semi-structured data, and unstructured data. If you observe, what is mean by structured data? If you see, if you observe, this is called as structured data. Structured data refers to any data that resides in a fixed field. In a fixed field, if you observe within a record or a file. If you observe very clear cutly, we can see in this particular pattern. Excel file is one of the best example. Okay, and if you see, these are the structured ERPs or data warehouses. What are they? Are mainframes, SQL servers, Oracle, DB2, Sybase, Excel, TXT, Teradata, Netezza. We have plenty of structured data. And if we go behind the next stuffing, unstructured data, these particular unstructured data, these particular unstructured data plays very important role across the world. Because why this particular unstructured data is a very important, and uh, why it is an demanded unstructured data. If you observe, 90% of the world, 90% of the world, whatever the data we are generating is an unstructured data across the world. The unstructured data is more than 90%. If you observe, structured data is only near to 10%, not at all, not even the 10%. The unstructured data is playing a very important and a key role across the IT industry and across the world. We are all under the surveillance. If you observe, we are all the human, the world is under the surveillance. Surveillance means each and every member is under the tracking. Don't ask that in Amazon forest, few people, what they will call pigments or something, the naming convention is there, who will be in 4 feet, they are staying in the forest, Amazon forest. Don't ask about them, because they are not utilizing the technology. That's why they are not under the tracking. Okay, just kidding. Okay, just here, if you observe such examples, photos, graphic images, video streaming, PDF files, emails, these all are the stuff falls under the unstructured data. Who is generating this particular unstructured data? How this unstructured data is growing continuously? We are the data generators. We are generating an unlimited of an unstructured data. These unstructured data playing a key role in all the sectors. If you observe the simple and the basic example of an unstructured data, previously in 90s or in 20s, something like in 2008, there was a mobile if called as a Nokia 3310, which is a keypad phone. Okay, keypad mobile. Okay, now whenever your friend or colleague, he asks for the calling, means he want to, maybe he is with a low balance of calling. If he asks, we used to give our mobile to him to call, let him talk. But in 2020 or 19, we are using a smart mobiles, where it is a touch screen, everything is totally upgraded. If you observe, for 2 minutes also unlocking our mobile, we won't give to our friends. Because what is the main reason? I won't give. Maybe you are very full-hearted. Maybe you may give to your friends, but I won't give it, because the most important thing, data privacy. Data privacy. It may be the contact numbers or my images or videos or some PDF files. Whatever the content in my mobile, I feel it is a very important content. That's the main reason I won't give my mobile to even my colleagues. Okay, the content which is in my mobile is a completely unstructured data. Here we are discussing about an unstructured data very clear cutly, and from where we are getting an unstructured data: chatter, text, analytics, blogs, tweets, comments, and digital videos, audios, geospatial data. And if you go on behind, if you see the history of a structured and unstructured data, these are the formats of an structured and unstructured data. And if we go behind and see history of structured and unstructured data, if you observe very clear cutly, in 1970, actually the data storage process has been started. And later on, there was a compatibility issues in storing an unstructured data. If you observe, that was a main issue when was in 1970. Recently, I have seen there was one image, American Airways or somewhere, they are lifting a 5 MB now 5 MB, what they will call memory card 5 MB, even we are not getting the 5 MB is almost as like a mini truck. 5 MB storage unit is like a mini truck in 1970s. The IBM has some IBM, or they have introduced, IBM has been introduced. They are lifting, I have seen the recent image. Nowadays, if you observe 10 TB, it is a simple in like in a pen drive. Okay, due to any compatibility issues, and something like to store 1 TB of data in 1970s, it used to cost almost $300 million. That's the reason in 1970s they stopped, they didn't store an unstructured data. But later on, few organizations like an Amazon and Yahoo and some few organizations, LinkedIn and this kind of, and some few organizations, Google, they have started storing an unstructured data. And by storing and these particular unstructured data, they shown the revenue as a drastic growth in their revenue. Means they have targeted 200% of revenue on unstructured data. Later on, all the organizations from 1990 onwards, they have started storing the unstructured data also. They have started storing the unstructured data also. If you see in a particular graph, the particular graph, if you observe, till the 2000, there was a stable of an structure and unstructured data. Now, at this particular point in 2005 or 7, the growth of an unstructured data is growing in a rapidly, growing in a rapidly, because one of the main sector, the IoT, or also one of the main reason. And if you observe very clear cutly, this particular survey report has been given by an Oracle organization. If you observe this particular given by an Oracle corporation, where the unstructured data is growing rapidly due to, and these are the main reasons. These are the one of the reasons. Previously, it was the main reason, but now it is the one of the reason. That's it. We have an multiple reasons for growing an unstructured data. Okay, unstructured data. Now, if we go behind of this particular stuffing, now what is mean by, and this survey report has been given by NASCAM. Okay, NASCAM, about an unstructured data, how much data is growing across the world based on the year to year. Okay, now let us go in depth of this particular thing. What is mean by any data set? Okay, what is any data set? Data set is nothing but metadata plus data. We call data set is an, we know what is an data is a different kind of something like a soft copy or hard copy, some kind of an information. This information may be in any format. Data may be in any format. In that particular format, if you observe here, let us consider this is some data. Okay, this is some data. There is some content inside this one. Maybe the image, video, text, PDF, contact number, anything inside, whatever the content is there, these thing we call it as data. Okay, we call it as data. Then what is mean by metadata? File name, okay, file size, file location, file owner, file last edited. These all the stuff whatever we are discussed, these are called as characteristics of this particular data. Characteristics of this particular data. These thing we are going to be call it as metadata. We are going to be call it as metadata. Data plus metadata considered as data set. What metadata plus data is considered as data set. Okay, data set. Data means whatever the content inside this particular file. Okay, and the characteristics of this particular file is considered as metadata. considered as any metadata. Totally, we are going to be call this one as any data. Okay, now let us take in depth of this particular thing. Now observe careful, this is a data and a data set. Then what is mean by a big data? Okay, what is mean by a big data? Big data is a term, okay, means there is a lot of confusion whether we have any technology called as a big data across the world. Big data, we have any platform or technology across the world. This is a buzzword if you observe. Okay, we don't have any technology directly, the naming convention. Don't mislead yourself or something. We don't have any directly term called big data. Big data is a source of data where huge amount of data is going to be grown at this particular location. Continuous amount of data coming to the storage unit where all the data is going to be located at this particular location. To handle the big data, we have a solution which is called as an Hadoop. Okay, snowflakes and Teradata, and if we go on behind, we have plenty of like this. Okay, where the big data solution. Okay, we don't have any directly technology which is called as a big data. And now if we observe the data where you're getting a continuous data, that particular data we are going to be called it as a big data. If you observe big data challenges, capturing the data storage, data analysis, search, sharing, transfer, visualizing, querying, updating the information. These are all the things where we are going to be considered as a big data challenge. If we observe the Facebook, the simple example of a Facebook, how many members are utilizing the Facebook? The almost 40% of the world utilizing the Facebook. 40% of the world means it is not a simple thing. It's a huge thing. It's a huge thing. Just roughly, I'm saying that it's not an accurate figure. Okay. Now, if we observe, whenever I do a search operation in a FB or Twitter or Insta, I'm getting an instant search option. Instant search option from billions of records, not the millions of records, from billions of records. I am getting flexible search option. This is called the challenges. These are called the challenges. Okay, when backend Facebook reports are going to be generated, that particular reports analysis, that particular challenges, these particular challenges are going to be for the big data. Now, why we need required big data means without data, we are not going to work with any data science. Okay, that's the main reason. And if we go behind, these are the terms and the challenges where the big data is going to be seen. The other thing we will see here. Okay, and the next thing I want to show you about an Amazon. Just give me, yeah, this is the particular stuff I want to show you about a big data. Recently, almost I think it's 2 years behind, where observe careful, Amazon transferred some data. Okay, some particular data, large quantity of data, several hundreds GB. Okay, how they have transferred by a vehicle, it is called as a snowmobile. It is called as a snowmobile. One snowmobile equal to 100 petabytes of data. How they have did it here? What is the main reason to transfer or to hold the data? We are going to see. Okay, what is the main reason why we required an data? We will see very soon. Okay, let's complete with this particular data and the big data terminologies. And now if you observe very clear cutly how much amount of data we are generating per day. per every minute. How much? This particular survey we are seeing, this particular survey is an old survey. And if you observe, even the Intel has been launched the internet minute. What happens in your internet minute? This particular stuffing which has been built, it's an old one. Now, in the old stuffing only, if you observe, 4 millions of Alibaba, 4 million dollars or it is earning, and Netflix 23,000 hours of videos are watching in 2013, I think so. This one in 2017, it will be 3 times. We are in 2020. Don't think that the pandemic situation decreased the data. Pandemic situation, as per the survey, it has been increased a lot and lot data by sitting at home. Okay, it has been increased a lot and lot data. Okay, this particular data is where we are storing this, that all are completely, we call it as any big data solutions. Okay, big data solutions. And just if you observe, let me show you. Okay, let me show you. Give me a second. This is all about any big data characteristics where we are going to be called it for any volume, velocity, variety of data, value of data. Actually, what is mean by the volume means, if you observe, Facebook won't hold, means it never say to stop loading the data. How much amount of data it is going to be captured, that is called the volume. Weekends, if you observe, Monday to Friday, the inflow of data will be in a stable, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and long weekends, the inflow of data for the clusters or will be huge. What is mean by the velocity? Velocity is nothing but the search optimization is an very perfect because of an velocity, quick response. Okay, and variety of data. You can upload images, videos, text file, any kind of value. Your data is an more important, very, very important. It should be never lost. It should be never lost. They are going to give a high priority for your particular data. Okay, that is a most important thing about any data. Now, if you observe, we have a few buzzwords. What are the particular buzzwords we have about a data science? Observe here. We have seen data. What is mean by a data? Next, data team. Okay, and if we go big data team. Okay, and if we go behind business intelligence, and data science, and business analytics, and data analytics. What are the terms here? What are the terms? What we have seen: data team, and big data team. Okay, and now we need to know from these are the terms where in the market they are playing in a buzz. Okay, these are the particular terms where in the market they are playing and a buzzwords. If you observe very clear cutly, what is the difference? What is the actual difference, and how the data science has been came into the picture? How the data science came into the picture, and what are the responsibilities of a data science is also one of the most important thing we need to know here. Okay, now let us go into a simple description how the data science came into the picture. Observe. Give me a minute. These are the particular terminologies, okay, about a data in the market. These are the demanding stuffs where we are listening in the market. But what these particular terms and their what are their roles and responsibilities of these particular terms. We need to know here. If you observe, actually the revolutionary or importance of an data science has been started from here. If you observe very clear cutly, statistician before 25 years, if you observe very clear cutly, before 25 years there was a statistician. What is his responsibility? Gathering the data, cleaning the data sets, applying statistical methods, okay, and extracting patterns from the data. Whenever we come to in depth of this particular thing, growth of data, radical improvement of technology is an next term where we got it here. If you observe here, next, data mining. From the statistics, if you observe, after they have called as a data mining specialist. Data mining specialist. What are the responsibilities of a data mining specialist? If you observe, these are the particular two terms we have increased. New models means a new type of patterns they are working, and the next one, performing more accurate forecast. What is mean by accurate forecast? We are going to discuss. Okay. As per right now, data mining specialist before 20 years, these are the roles and responsibilities. These are the roles and responsibilities. And in the next, the latest thing, if you observe, we have got a predictive analyst specialty. Okay. What is the term we are calling for this one? Predictive analytics specialist before 10 years. What are the responsibilities of this particular term? If you observe very clear cutly, responsible for this particular analytic specialist gathering and cleaning the data, applying statistical method, extracting patterns, and extracting the patterns from the data. What are the patterns we will see? Okay, performing more accurate forecasting. Okay, now if we observe here, the next term we are going to see after this one, we are going to see with a term which is called as a data science. Okay, data science. Now the term we are seeing the data science. After the statistician, data mining, predictive analytics, okay, analytics specialist, and now data science. But if you come into the picture, data science is not a directed term we can't view here. If you observe in the data science also extracted with these particular terminologies. What are that particular terminologies? Business analytics, data analytics, data science, business intelligence, and then machine learning. Now, observe careful before entering into this particular stream or the thing, we need to know these particular stuffs. What is the difference between business analytics and data analytics and business intelligence? We need to know these three particular terms. However, we are going to learn about data science and the machine learning. Okay, now observe careful here. Observe careful. What is mean by an analysis and analytics? This is the very important thing. We need to know the difference between analysis and analytics. There is a lack of transparently understanding in between these two particular terms. If we know the difference between these two particular terms perfectly, then you can very clearly understand what is the difference and what is the data science and where the machine learning and deep learning and NLP has been stabled. What are the disciplinaries? These things. We need to know the analysis, analytics, the difference between these two particular things. If you observe behind data analysis, the structured data, we are doing an analysis. To work clearly to know the meaning of an analysis, if you observe, the analysis term works on the past data. Means already data has been stored somewhere. We are taking this data for the analysis, past data, and explains how and why by graphs. This is called an analysis. Okay, and the next, if you observe analytics. Analytics. What is the analytics? Future. What is this one? Analysis based on the past data. Analytics. What is the future? Analytics also split into an two particular, exploring potential of an future events. What is mean by the future events? What will be the sales in the next year of an 2022 ice cream sales in the summer? Okay, and what will be the sales of an e-commerce for the particular festival in the next year based on analytics. This is called extracting the future events. Okay, this is called as an future. And now this particular analytics has been split into two particular things, which is called qualitative and quantitative. What is mean by the qualitative? Institution and analysis, formulas and algorithms. Okay, the difference qualitative, quantitative. Okay, these particular terminologies are the very important thing we need to know here. Okay, and now if you observe qualitative, it will explain you how, why. Okay, quantitative, data plus how the sales decreased last summer, it will give a clear picture where in this particular pattern. Now observe here, analysis not equal to analytics, data analysis is not equal to data analytics, business analysis is not equal to a business intelligence analytics. Be careful, these are the terms where in the interview you're going to see. These are the terms where you're going to see very clear cutly. Analysis, analytics, data analysis, data analytics. Now let us take a discussion about a business analysis and a business analytics. Okay, now if I'm going to show you one of the clear cut image where you're going to see it has been segregated, the data has been segregated past, present, future. Past, present, future. Whatever we are working here, it has been collaborated. It is in a present data where business intelligent, where business intelligent. If you observe where we are generating any reports, dashboards, creating real-time dashboards, these are coming. And now future thing. What are the features you're going to do? Machine learning, digital signal processing in the data analytics, okay? Data science, optimizing of an drilling operations, optimization of drilling operations, very clear cut. Okay, past, what is the past data? Analysis, analysis, data analysis. Okay, present, business intelligence. These particular business intelligence are going to be generate the reports on the your analysis data, generating BI dashboard reports. Okay, what is your future? Sales forecasting, where business analytics covers with this particular stuffing, data science covers with this particular stuffing, very advanced data and analytics with a digital signal processing, machine learning, and if we go advanced, we will see this AI. Okay, this is the particular stuff where we are going to see. And now what actually business intelligence look like? What actually business intelligence look like? The process of analyzing and reporting historical business data. What happened here? BI. What is the BI? What they are doing in the BI? Analyzing and reporting historical business data. What is mean by the historical? Historical means your previous data. Your previous data. Your stored data. Stored from past 10 years. Current data. Historic data means past data. Current data means from past 2 years. In general, it depends on your organization. In our organization, from past 2 years of data, we will maintain that particular past 2 years data we call current data. What is mean by historic data? Before 2 years, whatever the data is there, this is called historic data. Okay, we are generating the analyzing and reporting on the historic data. This is called BI dashboards. BI dashboards aim to explain past events using business data. Past events, past events. Events refers you to here any kind of an sales, high-end sales, promotion sales, business graph, why it has been followed at the product. Let us consider if we take this particular dashboard, why the sales are very low at this particular, take an event. Why the sales are very high? This is a festival season, that's why very high. This may be the huge cyclone season, maybe huge disaster season, that's why sales are low. Event kind of situation. Okay, this is the thing we can call. Next, if you observe business intelligent, observe careful. If you observe very clear cutly in depth, includes all drive and tools involved in the process of analyzing, understanding, and generating the reports available on past data. On past data. What we can do with this particular past data? Make decisions, extract insights, extract ideas. Extract ideas. These are the particular stuffing. And if you see, it looks like this. Okay, always changing. It looks like this. Means how and why we are going to be seen here. And now if you observe very clear cutly, advanced analytics, the term, don't go with the terms. Advanced analytics, the naming, the market attracting lot in giving the naming convention. What the advanced analytics makes you? Advanced analytics is a data science, machine learning, or advanced analytics, data analytics, everything comes into the same picture. Everything comes into the same picture, either with the data science or machine learning. Machine learning is a part of any data science, but in the market they are making a different terminologies where they are calling it as any advanced analytics, data science, and machine learning, data science engineering, and deep learning engineering, different terminologies we have. I'm going to explain you the later on what are the terminologies exactly they are going to get it. Okay, and the next, if you observe, if you see what are the data mining. Data mining is nothing but, if you observe, the huge amount of raw data. What is mean by raw data? What is mean by raw data? Raw data is nothing but, if you observe, we take a huge high-end sector like a Reliance. It is Reliance has multiple tasking like CRM, let's take this one only, and something like a huge amount of data, this one only is there. Okay, CRM is there, where CRM is going to be utilized for marketing, financial service, fraud detection, utilized for e-commerce, marketing, banking, health. Reliance is in all sectors. Okay, customer segmentation, market e-commerce, research analysis for the healthcare department. Means the data is going to be segregated based on their requirement, is called as any data mining. What we are doing here, based on the requirement, data is going to be segregated. Okay, if you observe forecasting and predictive analysis for business analytics, marketing, risk management, business analytics, HR, banking, financial service, in all aspects it is going to be utilized here. Now our buzzword and our working environment, what is mean by a data science? Simple thing, what is mean by our data science, we need to know here. See here, for the data science we have multiple definitions. Data science is multiple disciplinary fields. Multiple, if you observe, multiple disciplinary fields. Okay, where that will combine computer science and math. The objective of a data science is to pull insight and useful knowledge. What is the aim of a data science? What is the aim of data science? Pull the insightful and useful knowledge out of data sets. Out of data sets. Okay. To make a smart business decision. For what purpose we are getting here? To make a smart business decisions. Smart business decisions. This is a particular definition where we are going to be utilized. Means we have a multiple definitions. If you observe very clear, give me a second. Sorry, 1 minute, where we have left. Yeah. Now, if you observe very clear-cutly, the data science. Okay, data science is a multiple disciplinary fields that combines computer science and math. The objective means the goal or aim of data science to pull insightful, useful knowledge out of data sets to make a smart business decision. The highest paid salary in the market for the IT industry for the analyst and a data science expert. Okay, data science expert. If we go behind, if you observe, data science is in multiple fields that uses scientific methods, process, algorithm, and system to extract knowledge. To extract knowledge. From where we are going to get the knowledge? From our data itself. From our data science related to data mining and big data. Now, if we go behind roles of a data scientist, what are the roles is going to be taken into consider? If we observe data acquisition, data wrangling, mathematical and statistic models, and the machine learning. From here, we are going to generate the data visualization, data reports, data products. Not only this one, we have a multiple stuffing. Now, if we observe, what are the particular disciplinaries we have in the data science? What are the disciplinaries we have in the data science? If we observe, these are the disciplinaries of a data science. If we observe machine learning, deep learning, NLP, statistics, Python, R, data visualization models, artificial intelligence, big data, SQL, and many more. Data science disciplinaries, data science itself says that it is a combination of any multiple disciplinaries. What are the disciplinaries? These are the disciplinaries. These are the part of any data science. If we go behind, if we see the perfect definition of a data science, once again, if we observe, data science is a multidisciplinary fields, okay, that combines computer science and math. Okay, now if we observe, this is a particular, data science is a multidisciplinary fields use scientific method. These are the multiple disciplinary fields. These are the multiple disciplinary fields. Then if we go in depth of this, what is the machine learning actually? The first thing we need to know about a clarity of a data analysis, business analysis, data analytics, business analytics, data, and what is a big data. Is there any particular technology of a big data? These are the basic questions we need to clarify ourselves, and we need to go inside the data science. Inside the data science. Inside this particular data science, to enter before, we need to know clarity about an advanced analytics. What is mean by an advanced analytics? Means the advanced analytics is nothing but the data science. Data analytics, advanced analytics, machine learning engineer, these all falls under the data science disciplines. Now, if we go in depth, what is an machine learning? If you observe, what is an machine learning? The ability of a machines to predict outcomes without being an explicitly programmed. Okay, maybe the definition making you in a complexity, but in a simple way, I'm going to say you observe. Let us take in a definition once again. ML is about to creating, implementing algorithms. Simple. Machine learning is about to creating, implementing algorithms. Let machines receive data and use this data to, observe careful, let's machine receive the data. For what purpose the data is used? Make predictions, analyze patterns, give recommendation. Give recommendation. The machine learning is in a simple machine where we are deploying in a sample data. Means some data for predicting something, predicting the weather forecast, or predicting the sales, or identifying the new pattern of sales, and recommending. What is the recommendation? We will see very soon. But let us take a simple definition about this particular machine learning. Machine learning is an approach to train the mathematical models in a simple way. And in other way, the capability of an artificial intelligence system to learn by extracting patterns from data is called machine learning. But if you observe, it is in a complex definition and we won't go here. Give me a back step here. This is the best thing we can learn it here. The ability of machines to predict outcomes, without being explicitly programmed. Here we don't require any programmatically. Okay, we have any pre-designed models. Now again, don't think that we don't require any program. Here we have some different kind of stuffing in the machine learning. What is that kind of stuffing we are going to see when we go into in depth of a subject? If you observe very clear cutly, in all other languages, okay, technology is different from language. To handle the technology, we use the languages. To handle particular technology, we use languages. Languages are simple languages where it is used to communicate between resource. Resource means we and machines, and technology or machines. Language, that's it. Okay, language is simply used for communication. Now if we observe, this is a perfect definition: the ability of machines to predict outcomes without this one. Okay, now in a simple way, machine learning is about creating, implementing algorithms that machines receive data, mandatory data used for prediction, analyzing, giving recommendation. And now observe careful. Next step, if you see why machine learning is required. Why machine learning is required. If we observe very clear cutly, machine learning is utilized to generate a revenue in an easy way by using any new patterns. This is a simple. If you observe, don't worry about we sorted the data, gathering the data in a Blu-ray disk and stacked up them. This is a huge amount of data we are discussing. Machine learning helps us to analyze this data easily and quickly. What do you mean by this one? Here we have a huge amount of data. Okay, We have a huge amount of data. If we segregate into CDs, it will come up to 4 Eiffel Towers. Okay. Whenever I want to utilize this particular huge amount of data for my analysis, the normal technologies are not able to work. Now, the machine learning, handling with machine learning help for analyzing the data easily, quickly. These particular two terms makes us why machine learning is required. Means we can work on the huge amount of data, And if we go behind, what is the purpose of machine learning? If you observe, finding the hidden data patterns, relationship, extracting information, enabling information driven decision, and providing insights. If you observe, recommendation in e-commerce. E-commerce means Amazon, Flipkart, Mytra, or we have few things, no? Not only this one, we have plenty of things across the world. This particular recommendation helps lot and lot. You have bought bread, but you forgot to buy jam. Recommendation will help you to suggest you to jam. You have purchased a burger and it will suggest you to buy fries because you're getting with a low price. Here, customer will get benefit and also provider we are going to get the benefit. That is a recommendation engine where it is going to be help very perfectly. Okay, now if we go behind of this one, what is an actually relation between an AI and machine learning? Very clear cutly, if you observe here, observe careful the definitions. First, mission able to learn, try to understand, ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Explicitly programmed means initiated the program. What is an AI? Engineering of making intelligent machines and programs. Engineering of making intelligent machines and programs. What is ML? Ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Machine learning is an approach or subset of an AI that is based on idea that machines can give access to data along with the ability to learn from it. What is mean by this one? If you observe, okay, in a simple way, we have plenty of discussion on this particular stuffing, but I want to give you here itself, I want to clarify. 5 years kid is there, and 15 years kid is there. Okay, 15 years kid. We have two kids. Okay, if you observe, the knowledge, whatever you knowledge, if we compare, he will have very less knowledge. He have more knowledge. Why this kid has very less knowledge? Because as per his age and his working environment, everything, he has gained very low data. Based on his age, he gained very low data. He gained very high-end data. Means here, data is playing very important role. Based on data, he can reply. He can he can get an intelligence. Do you get the difference? Observe careful. What is mean by intelligence? Where you will get from intelligence? What is an intelligence? First thing. How you get intelligence is the second thing. Intelligence is called as acting smartly. Acting smartly. Okay. And the next thing, intelligence means acting smartly. Where do you get how you can act smartly? Based on knowledge. Knowledge means here data. Based on data, you are acting smartly, which we call it as an intelligence. Do you agree for this particular statement? It is human or machine. The machines need to learn on its own. The machines need to learn on its own. Machine learning is an approach or a subset of AI that based on idea that machines can be given access to data, ability to learn from it. This is a perfect statement. Did you get it? This is a perfect statement. You need to identify the perfect statement to understand. Okay, let us go in depth of this one. If you observe features of the machine learning, what are the features we are seeing here? Detecting the patterns, adjusting the program, action accordingly, based on that one action accordingly, focusing on the development of computer programs, growth, changes on exposed, and if you go in depth, enable the computer find hidden insights and automate analytics models and building. If you observe, what are the applications we have on the machine learning? We have plenty of application: image processing, robotics, data mining, video gaming, text analyze, healthcare. If we go in depth of the applications, if we go in depth of an applications, segregating the images, okay, optical character recognition, OCR, we call it, self-driving cars. If we go and more application in the healthcare, human stimulation and humatic robots and industrial robots. Sorry. And this is the most important. These are the examples of an machine learning. Okay, and this is the most important thing we need to know. Traditional approach and machine learning approach. Okay, these are the two particular things we need to know very clear cutly. Okay, and now observe careful here. Traditional approach is nothing but data and program we are sending to a machine to get an output. In the machine learning, observe careful. Data output we are sending to a machine, okay, and we are getting any models. We are getting any models, okay. And next tomorrow we continue with an AI. What is an AI? What is an AI? We will start to go with an AI, and this all the stuff we will see tomorrow. And as per till now, you have any query? Till now, you have any query? See, one thing, the most important thing, feel free to ask, okay, first thing. And also one more thing I want to confirm you, okay. I have shared you one particular link regarding application, mobile application, okay, mobile application. In this particular mobile application, you're going to get the data. You're going to get the perfect data. How to utilize this particular mobile application, I'm going to explain you tomorrow. Okay, just install the mobile application. Once if you install with the mobile application, please ping me. If you ping me also, I can give access to that particular application. Yes, Renewers for iPhone we are developing. Maybe very soon. Yeah, it's an Android application. I will give access in a different way for you. Okay, no issue. Okay, and one more thing, you're going to get the recordings and the notes of this particular stuff. Don't worry. You're going to, and we have an interview questions and all the stuffings you have. Don't worry. As per the time consistence, I'm closing this particular section. We continue tomorrow. We continue tomorrow, and tomorrow I will see how to utilize the application. Okay, please be waited till tomorrow. Okay, thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to mail me with this particular mail ID. or else ping me with